Ahoy there again! This is Metal Rocker 86, and I'm reviewing another album. It be time to review another Alestorm album, so get ready to set sail for sunset on the Golden Age. I don't need to give Alestorm's backstory again, but if you want to hear it, go watch my review of No Grave But the Sea. On to the album. Sunset on the Golden Age is the fourth studio album released by Alestorm, and it was released on August 1st of 2014. It consists of 10 tracks, and altogether is just over 48 minutes long. On lead vocals and guitar is Christopher Bowes. On guitars for his last album with the band is Danny Evans. On bass is Gareth Murdoch. On drums is Peter Alcorn. And finally, making his debut with the band on keyboards and unclean vocals is Elliot Vernon. Now on to the songs. This first one is very up-tempo, and it was written by Christopher Bowes and Elliot Vernon. Walk the plank! Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitars, and they will energize you. There are also some guitar, keyboards, and drums in the background. As for the solo, it be very awesome as well. The lyrics describe what happens to one of the captain's crew members when he is dismissed. He has to walk the plank and is left at sea to let the hammerhead deal with him. A great song to start the album with, and it really gets you pumped. Now we get to my favorite song on the album, and it was written by Christopher Bowes. It's called Drink. This one also be very up-tempo. Instrumentation. The guitars again are the main focus, providing great energy, and you can hear the drums and violin in the background. During the verse, however, all you can hear are the bass and drums, but the guitars come back in the awesome chorus. There is also a violin solo giving it the pirate theme. The song is really just about pirates drinking. Another awesome song on the album. Now we are going to Magnetic North, where the tempo is also fast-paced, and it was written by Christopher Bowes. Instrumentation. It starts off with a guitar intro and then switches to acoustic guitars. Then the hard guitars come in, providing great energy. And you can also hear the drums and guitar in the background. The lyrics describe pirates heading north, where it is very cold, and it is where they will all die. There is also a bridge in this one, with some hard vocals from Elliot Vernon. Another great song on the album. Now we get to another one written by Christopher Bowes, where the tempo is fast-paced. It's called 1741, The Battle of Cartagena. Instrumentation. It starts off with a guitar intro, giving it an original Nintendo sound. Then the guitars come in and they're very hard. You can also hear the drums in the background, and the solo is very cool as well. The song is set in the year 1741, where pirates are crossing the seas through waves and storms as they head to Cartagena to fight their foe. This was another great song on the album. You guessed it. This next one was also fast-paced and written by Christopher Bowes. It's called Mead from Hell. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitar and guitar, providing great energy. The drums can also be heard in the background, and the solo is awesome. The lyrics describe pirates. As they sail the seas, they come across a guy who lives under the sea, and he brews a special kind of mead. This is another great song on the album. Now we get to Surf Squid Warfare, which was written by Christopher Bowes and Danny Evans, and the fast-paced tempo continues. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitars and guitars, providing great energy in this headbanger. There are also some keyboards and drums in the background, and the solo is rockin'. The lyrics describe pirates traveling through time so they are not killed by squids. This was another awesome song on the album. The fast-paced tempo continues in this one, but it was written by Elliot Vernon, It's called Quest for Ships. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the rockin' guitars in this one, and they give off a tidal wave of great energy. The drums, keyboards, and guitar can be heard in the background. The solo in this one be ultra fast. The lyrics describe pirates who are trying to find a ship so they can sail to the end of the sea. Another great track on the album. Now we get to Wooden Leg, which was written by Christopher Bowes and Gareth Murdoch, and the tempo is still fast-paced. Instrumentation. It starts off with a cool bass intro, then it shifts to the guitars and keytars with some background drums. The lyrics describe a pirate who has lost both his legs and now has a wooden leg. This was an okay song on the album. Now we get to Hangover, which is a cover song originally written by Teo Cruz, Tamar Dillard, Lucas Gottwald, and Henry Walter, and it sounds better than the original. Ha 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 ha! The tempo slows down to a moderately fast-paced song. Instrumentation. It starts off with some quiet guitars. Then, the drums and bass come in. And after that, the guitars and keytars become the main focus until the first verse. The keytar, bass, and drums can be heard in the verse, and the guitars return in the chorus. The lyrics are about drinking a lot and having a hangover, and this was another awesome song on the album. Now we get to the final song on the album, and it's the title song, Sunset on the Golden Age, and it was written by Christopher Bowes and Peter Alcorn. The tempo here is also moderately fast-paced, but the energy is high. Instrumentation. The main focus is on the guitars and keytars with some background drums. The solo is also very cool in this one. The only knock on this song was they ended with a stretch of sound effects. The lyrics describe pirates going on their last quest and how it's the end of their journey. This was a killer track to end the album with, and it really ends on a bang, minus the sound effects. Yarr! So what did I like about this album? I be blown away by this one as well. The songs were all very well written for the most part. Christopher Bowes did an amazing job on the vocals, and he really sounds like a pirate. The instrumentation was also very awesome, and they got the song order right. The only thing I would change about this album is I would have gotten rid of the sound effects at the end of the last song. I feel they be unnecessary. To conclude this, I be saying go listen to this one. I am sure you will enjoy it, and if you don't, you can walk the plank, you scurvy dog. Well, this be the end of this review. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, rock on!